I got this. I spell music with a Z for Zoe, that's me. The K is for keys, I'll unlock the mystery. I make music miracles every single day. Ages 3 to 93, I'll teach you how to play. Oh yeah, we got this, we got this. Welcome back to my channel, Muzik Mom. That's music with a Z for Zoe, K for keys, where I unlock the mystery of how to play these if you're 3 or 93. Oh yeah. Today's video, we're going to talk about 7 ways that music lessons can help calm your mind, your body, and your spirit. We all need to be calmed in these times. You know, we're all living in busy, stressful times, especially our world today. There's a lot of uncertainty. And there's never been a better time to embrace music and music lessons and what it can do for yourself and your child. So if you haven't signed up for a music lesson, I highly recommend you sign up through our company or through another company, but please start those music lessons. I'm going to go through step by step the 7 ways that music has personally helped me and my children and my students to really embrace the gifts that music can give us in calming our minds, our bodies, and our souls. Number 1, music helps us to express emotions. I'll start with my teenagers. We start our children when they're very young at age 3, and we put them in classical music lessons, the method that I'm going to teach, and hopefully have 50 videos uploaded for free for you very soon. So subscribe to give your children this wonderful gift where now you can learn this method at home. We start them very young, and I see, of course, as they're growing up as children, and especially teenagers, how music has helped them have somewhere to express their emotions. We all know how hard it is to be a teen, and the great outlet. I'll see my son when it's been a hard day at school. He'll often be banging out Rachmaninoff at midnight. That's a tough one to tolerate, but there's a lot of emotion in Rachmaninoff. And we moved around a lot when the children were very young, and I was always had this instinct as a mom to have them do their practice even when our life was changing a lot. And I remember one time I had my daughter, my friends came over for lunch, and the moving boxes were still all over the living room, and I still said, go get on the bench. That means get practicing. And they said, well, you're not even unpacked yet, and she's still going to be doing practice. And I said, yes. I knew that consistency of her doing her piano practice when everything around her was uncertain was a great gift to her. And I encourage all of you at home, and subscribe and put your questions below if you are going through a difficult time like many of us are. Well, how can we help? How can I help with this video in my music school to help you have the gift of experiencing how music can help calm all those emotions of uncertainty? So subscribe below and put those questions. I've also noticed with myself running a business as a mom, it's a lot to balance and a lot to juggle. And people ask me all the time, how do I do it? And I say, the more stressful the end of the day is, the more I turn to music now for myself. I stopped practicing piano for fun. I would teach it, but I stopped playing songs that I liked, and I noticed when I started the business, there were some challenging days. And I've started recently to, at the end of the day, go to the piano and play music that I love. And it helps me to let go of my day in a way that is a great gift. And so I say to businessmen and high career professionals that at the music school ask me, is it too late for me to learn an instrument? And I say, now is the time. When your job is stressful, when your life is stressful and your life is uncertain, Now is the time to start learning an instrument because it will help you to express your emotions. So number 2, music helps to calm the mind, the body, and the spirit. There's many disciplines that you can pick. Sports is great. People work out. Many different ways to get your body geared up. But music is very unique in that it helps the mind, the body, and the spirit all at once. You're practicing an instrument and you have to use your complete mind. The hand coordination for a child or yourself, your mind has to connect to the body to play an instrument. That hand-mind-body communication and coordination is very important for children. And music helps them in their coordination and their concentration. And it also helps to calm the spirit because the mind, body, spirit, we are all one, and our spiritual beings. Music, we are all musical from the first beat of our beating heart. From the first beat of our beating heart, we have natural rhythm. It is up to us to develop it. Unfortunately, many of us don't develop the natural rhythm that is there from birth, but it's not too late. Ages 3 to 93, welcome to your new home. We're going to get you started. Number 3, music helps to heal your mind, body, and spirit through helping you and your child focus and concentrate. What I've noticed with focusing is, in our day and age, it's very challenging with as much technology as we have. We're on screens all the time, and we often don't realize how the screens and what we hear and what we see through the media are affecting us emotionally. It's very important, no matter what's happening around the world, to take certain times out of every day to unplug the noise, to shut out the noise, and be able to focus on something that is healthy and whole for us. And music is the gift that gives us that. We are all born musical from the first beat of our hearts. Imagine, it's up to us to develop our natural musicality, our natural rhythm from our first heartbeat. Give that gift to your child, the gift for them to focus every day on doing something with all of their concentration. So parents will often ask me at the music studio, Zoe, my child, I don't know, they're so hard to teach, they're all over the place, they get in trouble at school. I don't know if they're going to sit through a music lesson because they don't have good concentration. I look at the mom and I say, that's all the more reason you need to start music lessons today. The more your child is not focusing outside of school and wherever they are in life, the more music will help them focus. My youngest child, out of all 7, was the most challenging to practice with for the patience that it took for me to start him. I thought I was going to scratch my eyeballs out, but I knew this. The more challenging the child, the more I have to take on the challenge of myself of being sure they practice every day, because I am training them in how to focus. This is a true story. When I was a new piano teacher, a brand new mom, this mom came to me and she said, Zoe, I've been to 3 music teachers. My child is 7 years old. His name is Patrick, and he is diagnosed with ADHD. And I really think that he has a gift for music, but the other teachers won't take him. Would you be able to take him on as your student? And I said, bring him to me. I've got this. I'll never forget the day that Patrick came for his first lesson. We had, the first part of our lesson is a bow, and he had the biggest smile when he was 7 years old. And we bowed, and I told the mom, I said, we're going to start with 30 seconds, developing his concentration from the bow to getting ready and playing one note. And we are going to build the concentration from the 1 minute to wherever we get in our journey. And we did. We just kept working every lesson. We built to 5 minutes. A year later, we were at 15 minutes. 2 years later, I get the email from the mom, and she says, Zoe, I want to thank you. And she says, I was able to write the school administrator, and she copied me on the letter she wrote. Patrick has been able to be removed from his ADHD medication. And we believe it's partially, if not fully, because of the concentration that he's developed through music lessons. And I don't forget it to that day. Of course, I can't guarantee it's going to work for every child, but every child will improve with their concentration. So please embrace music as a way to focus and in a way to get your child to concentrate. Number 4, music helps to heal the mind, body, and spirit through helping you learn to improvise. Now, in the series that you're going to see with me, we're going to use a classical method where they're going to learn the best way to learn music to prepare them to play classical music. And I say to my students, if you can play Bach, you can easily play rock, because classical music is the most challenging. And so what I want to encourage a child and an adult is we learn all the rules of music and classical music so we can break the rules. We learn the rules to break the rules so that we can play Bach and Beethoven and Mozart in order to create the music that we love and learn to improvise. And what a great gift improvisation is in composing. And I encourage my students to set themselves free with learning how to improvise. Number 5, music helps to heal the mind, body, and spirit by, I call it the 2 B's, benchmark and balance. Music practice in an adult's life or a child's life when the world around them is very uncertain is a fabulous, fabulous gift. You set that time every day as the benchmark of that day when the practice is going to happen. Whether you or your child feels like it or not. I think that we often get confused with music and how we approach music in general with ourselves or our child. A mom will say, my child wants to quit, they don't want to practice, it's driving us crazy. We've tried for 12 months and they just are whining so much. We love the teacher, we love you, but we've got to quit. And I look at the mom and I look at the child and I say this. You're looking at this you can quit if you want to, but you're looking at this the whole wrong way, Mom. And I say, let's say that your child told you that they are so tired of math, they don't want to do the homework, they're just driving you crazy with doing the homework, and you just say, you know what, if you don't want to do the math homework, I'm going to call the teacher. We're going to quit. We're pulling you out of that class. You don't like it? Too bad. Are you going to call up the math teacher and pull them out of math? No, you're not. Of course not. Music is the same. It's a subject that you need to approach as a class in school. It used to be included in school. You used to not be a fully educated human being if you did not have music lessons. Now they've taken it out of school when it is the one extracurricular activity that is proven to increase IQ and cognitive development. And so I say this. Let yourself and your child approach the music lesson like a subject in school, non-emotional, non-negotiable. If you do your math homework, great job. You do your music homework, great job. And then you will be successful because you remove the emotion out of it. So it creates a benchmark and balance in your day. And as for balance, I remember when the children were younger, we moved around a lot. Our scenery and our environment in their lives had a lot of change. And at, I think, 14 homes, we moved overseas for a year. And I saw and I knew in their lives the change. You might have a military, be a military family. Maybe you naturally move around a lot. Maybe your children move back and forth to different homes if you are divorced and they already have to go from home to home. Music is the balance and the consistency the music practice can be a great gift to a child emotionally. When the world, their home, their environment is changing, the practice happens with them every day. We were moving one time and my friends came over and we hadn't even unpacked the boxes. Here's the grand piano and there were boxes all to the side, and my friend heard this. I called my daughter and I said, honey, get on the bench. That means get practicing. And she said, you're gonna make her practice even with the boxes all over? She thought I was a bit crazy. Everybody thinks I'm a bit crazy. It's okay, I'm used to it. And I said, yes, I am. I said, I felt the instinct as a mom that encouraging her and expecting her to do her practice with the boxes all around and her life completely unsettled was the best gift that I could give to her, because it was consistent every single day. So if your child is moving between two homes or the world is uncertain and you see that your child needs balance and a benchmark in their day, get the music lessons, because it will help calm their mind, body, and spirit. Number 6, music helps to calm the mind by creating discipline in our daily life. There's some things we just do every day, non-negotiable. We brush our teeth, we make our beds. Music and the discipline, the daily discipline that a musical instrument creates is a great gift to a child. And it helps to calm them, and it helps to nurture that anxiety that they might be feeling. And so put that daily discipline in them every single day with music practice. It doesn't have to be 7 days a week. Everybody's different. Some families will do 6 days. Some families will do 5 days a week and then take the weekends off. Figure out what your daily is. It can be 5 days, and that's every day. Just do it every day. We eat every day. Dr. Suzuki says you practice only on the days you eat. You practice only on the days you eat. Hear that, kids? Yeah. Pretty fun. And finally, music, number 7, is a gift. Music is a gift that you give to yourself, and music is a gift that you learn to give and share with the world. I had a beautiful, beautiful dad who I was teaching his children, came to me and he said, Zoe, it's my wife and ours, it's our 10th anniversary coming up, and I want to surprise her with giving her the gift of music. And then he told me how he wanted to learn to play a Christian song from Hillsong for their 10th wedding anniversary that was coming up. And he wanted to surprise her at the hotel that had a grand piano, and his wife was a doctor, and I got chills just from him asking me. And I said, yes, I'll teach you. So he set it up to where he came to me for lessons, and he had to sneak. He had to pay in cash because he didn't want his wife to find out, because she was always checking the books. And so he showed up at the studio for lessons over his lunch break, and he was progressing on this beautiful song that they danced to at their wedding. He's getting closer, and I said, he's getting better, better. I said, how are you able to practice with the kids at home and your wife? He says, our keyboard has earphones, and I go downstairs in the basement and I practice. And I was picturing this, and what a beautiful, beautiful gift for him to give to his wife. A few weeks later, after the anniversary, the wife comes in with her phone and she pulls it out and she says, I want you to see this. And I got to see the whole surprise on the video, and I'll never forget it. And I gave her a great hug, a great big hug, and we were laughing and crying together. And I saw the gift that music was for that couple. And you don't have to be in music lessons for the rest of your life. Children will often say, I want to learn music to play a song for my grandma, learn to play Happy Birthday, learn to play a song for the girl you want to marry as an anniversary gift. Give yourself the gift of music. Because music, when you take it and you give it to yourself as the gift, or you give music as a gift to your child, you are changing the world. One lesson, one note at a time. I like that.